Hi, hello, and welcome to this week's devlog. We hope you've been enjoying these videos regardless of when you're watching them. We just like to show how we're making games both for people who are curious about learning and seeing how games get made, while also being a piece of history we can always look back on. Today's video is all about how we create our planets. If you've seen some of our other videos or social media, then you might have already seen us do some 3D modeling for our environment pieces. We post a lot of videos that get sped up and they're really fun to watch, so go check those out if you're interested. All our social media is linked in the description below, as always. Alright, enough of my marketing spiel, we'll get into the video. Like I said, today we're going to be designing the first planet that's going into planetary systems, which, coincidentally, is going to be the home planet. This is where the player starts the game, and for the sake of the alpha, we're just making it a forested environment. So you're going to be watching me making that in Unity today. Over the last couple of weeks, we've been modeling these objects. There are trees, there's grass, there's flowers, there's fallen over tree trunks. We're going to take these models and we're going to put them into a Unity scene and really just make something out of it. The first step to making sure this all comes together is mapping out the topography. And as you can see, that just means making mountains. In Unity's terrain editor, I'm just using a basic brush to raise and lower mountain peaks around the edge. This is to create a boundary. We aren't quite making spherical planets that the player can explore, rather very large land masses that might maybe appear to be the size of a planet. And in order to make sure they don't fall off that plane, we need to create some sort of boundaries. So that is why mountains will be the boundaries and borders for most of these planets. And now I'm coming in with a more detailed brush to kind of just add little edges and stuff, make it look less smooth, make it look more realistic. Even though this is a low poly game, we do want it to look like mountains. And after that, I came back in and started raising and lowering different parts of the landmass, creating rivers and a lake. And you can kind of see that shape forming. So yeah, I was just toying a lot with changing it from flat to land-like. Once the topography was done, I went in with different colors that we had assigned for the textures and started painting in the sand and the grass for this environment. As you can see, the sand is kind of like a lighter color that's going to be at the bottom of all the rivers and lakes, and then this kind of darker maroon is the color of the grass, which actually in a moment you'll see me change it to a lighter pink because I grabbed the wrong color, but there is a color difference. Once the texture was all painted in and I got it to the point that I liked it, I started placing trees. Now I used the large mass place tree button thing, and it places them just all over, so I had to erase all of the ones in the riverbed because obviously we don't want trees in the river, or at least in this case we don't. So I'm kind of just placing trees and erasing them where I don't want them. And then later you'll see me go up into the mountains and I actually switch out what kind of trees are up there. Instead of these kind of more fluffy looking trees, there's some more high alpine type trees being placed up in the mountains. Now this process couldn't just keep going on. I can be adding grass and flowers and rocks and all sorts of other things, but for the sake of this video, I've just been placing the trees, and now this is kind of what it all looks like. You can walk around, you can see you're in a forested area. The color palette is consistent across the board. It's all in a pink tone or shade. And yeah, this is what it's looking like right now. As a special little bonus, I'm now going to leave you with just a recap of some of Gabe's stream from this week. He was also working in an environment terrain, building on mountains, and has made some just like really nice mountains. So here you go, this is what he got done in the stream. And as always, if you want to join us, we're at twitch.tv/PaperTurtleStudios. You know, we stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights, so come join us if you want to. Alright, I'm done. I won't promote anymore. But yeah, sit back and enjoy this. Wow, what a gorgeous topography. Good job, Gabe. Alright, that does it for this week's video. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye.